Have you ever realized that all of the news that happens in the world can be summarized on one page of a newspaper? Well, nah, that's not completely true. I know, I get it. There's a lot of news going on out there, and folks want to know the news. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of things that we're afraid of. There's a lot of things going on in the world that, well, what could happen in the next 10 minutes that already hasn't happened in the last hour? It could be anything. Well, here's the thing, folks. The news has become a major distraction for your business. Hi, I'm Don Purdom at unveiltheweb.com, and today I want to share how I went into a local business recently, and in this business was this huge 55-inch screen TV. And the guy's sitting behind the desk and he's working away when I walk in, and he's really kind of half working because he's paying attention to whatever's going on that big screen, right? He's thinking about not what's going on in his business, but what's going on around the globe, or whatever it is that they're talking about in the news and fighting and arguing about and carrying on. And then he said to me a few minutes later, he says, Don, things are just not going in my business the way that I hoped they would go. No kidding, Sherlock. Of course it's not, because everything else in the world has your attention and your priority other than your business. You're so focused on all these other things that aren't going to change your life that, well, your business is not changing your life. That's a huge problem. The distractions are enormous. I was just looking on a website the other night while I was watching TV, and you know what the lead article was on this particular highly popular news website? I mean, it was the #1 article trending. Adult, not comic books, I almost said comic books, not adult comic books, but adult coloring books. And I don't mean adult themed or inappropriate, it's just coloring books that are designed for adults, not for kids. And I was thinking, you mean we have time to write about adult coloring books? What are we coming to? I mean, aren't there more productive things in the world other than doing coloring books for adults? I thought we outgrew that stuff. I mean, in my Bible, I remember Paul talked about at one part, he said, you know, when I was a kid, I did what kids do. I behaved like a kid, I thought like a kid, but when I became an adult, I began to learn how to mature and think like an adult and behave like an adult. And you know what we have right now, folks? We've got a lot of business owners out there that are not behaving like business owners. They're behaving like employees. And they're doing the things they've always done in their lives, and they're not getting the results that they want to get because everything else has their priority. And see, there's a way to use the news. Okay, I'm not for ignoring the news, but here's what I am for. What I am for is saying, you know what, let's take the news and let's leverage it to our benefit. We have to understand what's going on in the marketplace. We have to understand how what's affecting a particular industry, who is a prospect of ours, or a particular type of consumer, if you're a B2C type of business, what's happening in their world. How are they thinking? How are they feeling? And how are we taking the information from the news and shaping and forming that into a way that we can message to them and they feel it's relevant. They feel that they get that, oh my God, how did they know moment? Because that's what we're after. And if the news is becoming a distraction for you where it's consuming you and you're just thinking about you and all of the things going on in the world and all of the problems that you can't solve, then it's not serving you one bit. And ultimately, it's just going to hurt your business because it's taking a priority away from what you should be doing and putting it in a place where you shouldn't. So if that's something that you're struggling with, if you don't know how to take an idea of the news and craft that and build a message around that that's relevant and compelling and interesting to your audience, please contact me today at don@unveiltheweb.com or go to unveiltheweb.com and go to the Begin Here page and look at and understand how the news can be used in a positive way to give you clarity about how to message to your prospects, whether you're a B2B company or a B2C company, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're trying to attract the business of the government or you're trying to attract the business of the person on Main Street. It doesn't matter. You got to figure out how to leverage that news and use it in a way that can change your business and improve the lives of your prospects and customers.